Okay, we started? What is up, Gaiman Gang? Today is the finals for the PlayVS Oklahoma, or no, it's Central Region bracket. Ready? All right, and there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and we are going to get it started off. We are going to be having Jorge play against. Where is my right? Yeah. Jorge playing against the first person from Piedmont.
Yep. Real quick, to introduce your casters, right next to me, I have Jonas Brady.
Hi. And next to me is K. Drake.
Hi. We're both 2 students, and we both have played Smash in the past, so a lot of experience going around here.
Yes, and that is the only reason we're able to actually play against here. Okay.
Reasonable.
All right.
Real quick, while we're on some downtime, we do want to give a shout out to our sponsors, TCEC. They actually bought a lot of the streaming setup for us, so thank you, TCEC.
Yeah, mainly the mic. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. It's really cool.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to sit here and yell at a microphone without you guys, so thank you.
Much appreciated.
But Falco versus K. Rool.
Yes.
Very interesting matchup, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know. There's a certain area in this game where Falco plays against someone that's just big and they just have fun comboing the whole time.
True.
That's just what happens.
True, but seeing gameplay from this K. Rool, I've seen some decency from them. I'm not going to sit here and glaze, but
No, I think you should, because this K. Rool actually did beat Jorge the first time.
this is true. But Jorge's a comeback machine. You got to
He
understand.
is. This is actually the finals of this tournament. Is actually going to be a run back, because when they were in the bracket or the preseason, Piedmont High School actually did beat Gaiman 1's team, and it was very surprising. Some people, well, one of the players say it was because they had to do something that day that really took a lot out of them. They did have a sub in, which wasn't terrible, but it was just an unfortunate kind of thing.
And there was a lot of, say, internet interference. It was not the laggiest match, but
It was one of them.
it was one of them.
Okay. Yeah, so we are just kind of waiting for the game to start. They've picked their characters, we know who's going out, and we are just waiting for stage. Oh, we already have the stage. They're going to be going to Town and City. Town and City is an interesting pick here.
Because I feel like, I don't know who picked first. Do we know?
I wasn't paying attention.
Wasn't paying attention? Okay. Because really, I think this is kind of really great for K. Rool, because Falco doesn't have, like, the up. He can't just, like, go up on all the platforms and launch you to this top immediately. So K. Rool has some nice flat ground to play with his projectiles on.
That is true, but K. Rool playing with projectiles doesn't necessarily work when Falco has a frame 1 reflector.
Well, I mean, he's got his reflector, too.
He does, but it's not as, I guess, prominent. Okay.
Yeah.
First time, I think let's play some neutral. K. Rool going for the grab, getting the up throw. Going Jorge into a disadvantaged state. He's going to be going, gets a dash tag.
Already
Well, he's
52%,
Oh, wow.
60%.
K. Rool is a heavy that is going to do some massive damage. Jorge just has to play the neutral game and get it out of the way. K. Rool going out for that side B, which is just mainly what the neutral consists of. Jorge was trying to get around it, got dash tagged into it.
It's very difficult to get around that crown sometimes, especially against a very good K. Rool player.
Oh, Jorge starting off his combos like he always does. K.
On
Rool gonna
point.
get a down throw? Oh, tried to
Get an early kill.
Okay. Falcon gets off stage.
Looking for some edge guard here, then
We got him. Oh, and we're back on stage. Gets that reflector. Okay, he tried for it. That side B almost hit spike him. That would have been really cool.
big problem with K. Rool is he always launches so high, and that's great for Falco.
Oh, yeah. Falco has a really good option, like, because he has 2 main options that he can use, being the side B and the up B. But the up B puts him in a lot of, like, a vulnerable position. Jorge's trying to approach with the side B on his shield. The K. Rool shields it. Go for the dash tag. Jorge's going to spot dodge, jump and get the fair. Gets that laser. Normally, if that character didn't have invincibility of the projectile, then it would have got him and, like, sent him into shot.
There's the first kill of the match.
Jorge
up
missed
air.
the tech, and the K. Rool is going to get the up air for that.
But
Jorge going for his combo kills. Gets the fair drag down.
now, while K. Rool is a heavy here, this works against his favor, obviously, playing against a combo character, but also in the fact of Falco doesn't necessarily need you at a high percentage to kill. He can carry you just off stage and ruin you, essentially.
But since K. Rool has such a strong up B...
Ooh, the crown!
As we were
Nice.
saying, the up B has usually worked, but when Jorge just throws the crown back at the K. Rool, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, hey, solid gold hitting your head, that's dense, man.
Small or big crocodile would kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they just go back into the game in neutral. Oh, a missed grab. Jorge also misses the grab. It's a spot dodge and then into another grab throw. Interesting.
Jorge
interesting
playing
choice.
his platforms very well, but every time he comes down, he does get caught, it seems.
Yeah, Jorge just has to find his opening that he needs. That backer would have been something good.
Yeah.
But missed it, unfortunately.
Yep. Got to throw.
Just a little bit of a dash dance. And now that Town City is turning to FD, Jorge is free to combos, but so is the K. Rool with throwing all these projectiles everywhere. Because he has to touch down eventually.
But I mean, he is a bird. He flies high, so he can get around him very easily. But K. Rool is shutting him down effectively.
Wow, that grab was very bold.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you gotta go big or go home, man.
Fair enough.
But unable to secure it because, well, Falco's pretty hard to hit, especially when playing
yeah.
against a good one. He's like just a little sliver in the air.
He is, but K. Rool is fat.
Yeah.
So everything he has is super big, and it's going to do something for that.
True. But hey, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But
Fair enough.
Jorge is at a big percentage disadvantage here.
As of right now, but he's just playing around,
Yep.
getting his opening.
There you go.
there.
We're at a decent neutral here. Never mind.
Wow.
There's a
Fair
stock.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I mean,
It
unexpected,
works.
but it works. It works.
I didn't expect
Ooh.
it. Oh, down air. Oh, I tried to get the air drag down.
Okay. We have K. Rool off stage here. This could lead to something great because K. Rool in disadvantage. Well, as I was gonna
Went
say,
for the up air. Oh, and
Ooh,
the F smash
there's the
as
kill.
a response. Good job, Jorge.
I was gonna say K. Rool in disadvantage is probably one of the worst characters in the game because there's not much he can do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he can counter, he can nair, but once you break that stomach, it's basically a free kill.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And then, big body getting thrown into combos and
Jorge
combos.
mistiming his reflector there.
Unfortunate. Happens.
Very,
Okay, that back throw. Barely missed the cannonball. That would have put him
that
in
would,
a bad place.
yeah, that would have
would've
been.
a
That
really
probably
bad
could have
place.
killed even.
Yeah, it could have. It could have led him to a kill. Oh,
Ooh,
Jorge's
good
gonna get his
back
combos
air.
back. That back air, so unfortunately, sour spot. It wouldn't
Very,
have killed.
very big deficit in Jorge's gameplay here. He can't go for any down airs because his K-Rool's
Going low
up
for
B.
this recovery.
K-Rool's up B will just counter his down air, so it's going to be very hard to even get a quick cheesy spike on the man.
Yeah, I don't know. Falco's. It's kind of interesting because the downer can kill, but you have to get like a really low spike and a really interesting part so you don't get hit by the repeller. Because otherwise, Jorge would be going for so many downer spikes.
Right.
But K-Rool's up B on his head, or his head, like with that hitbox, just messes him up. Jorge's going to get the up tilt into that, trying to get the kill off of it.
Very
Approaching him
even
on the
right
platform. This K-Rool wants a very cheesy kill.
There we go,
the
forward
out of nowhere
smash,
F
ends the
smash is
game.
what gets it. Holy crap, Jorge, that's awesome.
Very, very, very good play from our hometown boy.
Oh yeah. That is really awesome from Jorge.
The
Love to
last
see
set
that.
they were playing, Jorge was struggling very heavily, so it's good to see him
Oh.
back on his game right now.
And actually, it really is nice to see this. You're seeing Jorge get up, going to go to his stage bans. Jorge is probably going to stay Falco. As of this, K. Rool is also probably going to stay K. Rool. I'm pretty sure probably 100% pick rate on both sides.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd be surprised if either one of them changed.
I've never seen the K-Rool play anyone else, and Jorge, I mean, he hasn't played Falco Wolf in quite a long time.
Oh yeah, he hasn't since for like at least 2 years, right?
I don't know, I think he played him maybe once a year ago.
He played him. He played against that Sonic as Wolf.
Yeah,
'Cause it was a
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
laser. Okay, I remember that.
But other than that, I mean, these are two set in stone characters. They know them very well.
Oh yeah. It's actually really awesome to see that Jorge is getting this comeback. He's standing up and looking a little bit nervous. Oh, he looked at me. He stared at me.
Always got to give our players a wave.
Did not look at Cade, unfortunately. Skill issue, really.
Unfortunate.
And he is very sporadically prancing, or not prancing, he is pacing.
Prancing.
And trying to get in his head. His teammates offering him some form of information, trying to help him out. That Town and City pick was actually really interesting.
Yeah.
I thought it would play against Jorge more than it really did.
Well, no, because it did give him a lot of trouble because he had to approach just straight up. Couldn't
Oh,
use
yeah.
platforms too often.
They weren't that easy. And it's like Town and City changes into FD. Personally, when I play Falco, I hate FD so much with a passion. It
Fair
is
enough.
so lame, but whenever you play against a big fat character like this,
It almost
I
never
mean,
matters.
the fair drag downs are
Yeah.
just a lottery ticket, and you win every time.
But you're missing ladder combos. And that's an
definitely
essential part of Falco's
Yeah,
kit.
because Falco is just combos, combos. And up air is like one of his most kill moves ever.
Yeah, real.
Like up air and back air is always probably going to end on the upper half of the screen.
And, you know, very interesting similarity between K-Rool and Falco is that I see a lot of K-Rool players often comboing up instead of to the side.
Oh, yeah,
just because of
without a
how
doubt.
powerful that up air is with K-Rool.
It also really depends on who they're playing against. Because like obviously Jorge playing Falco knows that he can probably get, if he's sent off to the side, he can probably easily get back to stage. Because K-Rool doesn't really have two framing capabilities as easy, and they're a little bit harder to time. But Falco being such a fast character, having a wall jump too, having a mix up like that, can send him something like that.
A good thing I have seen from Jorge, though, is he never really went too low for his recovery. Because, you know, going against K-Rool, you go a little too low.
Yeah, and
It's
then
just
you just
that-
get down air, you get fair.
Not even down air. It's always that back air. They just go far out and
yeah, that
dunk.
spike.
You're gone.
It is so cool to see, except when it's you.
Yeah, honestly. But it was very good on his part to not ever go too low against that K-Rool.
yeah.
Because, I mean, Falco's recovery when he goes low is just so easily punishable. I mean, he may be on fire, but I'll burn my feet a little to get his kill.
Usually, fresh alligator, Floridians like it.
I mean, yeah. He lives with the mosquitoes in the bayou.
Yeah. But Jorge also has some really good practice against another K rule.
Yes, yeah, we do have a K-Rool on our team.
Yeah. But
Shout out Jahir. Love you, man.
yeah, totally. Love you, Jahir. But this K rule plays totally different than Jahir does. And so that's probably why he has had to stay back a little bit more than he would. But he was the one that actually told me how to do that down air spike on K roll playing against Jahir. Because K roll's up B like goes up so just like, straight up, and there's a little bit of hitbox. But then Falco's down air is angled, so if you hit that right, then you can spike him.
Which I
But-
do want to just clarify real quick. Jonas over here is a pretty good Falco main. So, you know, just on the side, just so you know, he knows what he's talking about when it comes to this character.
Jorge did actually teach me how to play this character when I first started out. We were just messing around and said, hey, who's a good secondary to have? And he said, Falco. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
And that same stand. And then I was like, I don't like this character I play now. I'm just going to play Falco since Jorge can just teach me stuff.
Yeah.
And then Cade plays literally everyone, so he probably also knows a lot of what he's talking about.
I know a lot of general. My foundations, they may not be the best. Can be a little shaky at times, but I have played in tournament a total of 12 characters, I think.
You counted?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to know what I'm talking about.
Fair enough.
But from Olimar to Ganondorf to just all over the roster. Right now it's Incineroar. Shout out Pro Wrestling. Wearing a CM Punk shirt right now. Very big passion for me, so of course Incineroar is the pick right now. Once a different autistic self-interest arises, it'll probably be a different character. I mean, I was even down and on my luck enough to go for Wii Fit Trainer for a very long time. Which, really good character, honestly. Very underrated pick.
And the Wii Fit trainer actually 1 year got you to state, didn't
It did.
Yeah, that was...
I think that was the first year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was your second year, because I was a freshman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard one of our other players actually talked to me. Was like, yeah, Kate just went into this room in the losers bracket and just picked Wii Fit Trainer the whole time and just won.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then qualified for state.
If anything, I am lucky. I'm very fortunate.
You're very fortunate to be that good.
Yeah.
Okay, the K rule is going to say K rule. Jorge is going to say Falco, but we are going to Hollow Bash.
Again, not much ladder combo potential, but that middle platform is going to give Jorge a huge advantage because center stage is now a bigger advantage for him.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And the stage is totally smaller, so those up air combos do actually become a reality.
Yeah.
And something that Jorge can do. One thing that I would actually criticize this is because since K rule is so big and has such strong moves, Falco actually dies a lot earlier.
This is
And
true.
that is not the greatest thing in the world. But Jorge's got something that he's going to do.
He did
and-
change his skin color, so, you know,
Oh,
hey.
man, this is... Oh, dear. I always stick to the same one. But
But, you know, I'm going to miss the green jacket a little. You know, it breaks
Yeah.
my heart to see my favorite color leave the screen. Not even K-Rool's green.
But we do get the Gaiman Tiger representation of Orn. Okay, going
yeah,
to start
man.
it off. Okay, we're going for a side B. Jorge's just going to reflect that one. But most
Playing-
of the time he's just playing his laser.
Playing the long game. Can respect it.
And he's just going to keep
K-Rool-
him back, play the reflector. Tried to go for a little bit of approach, but got stuffed out
Now,
with the side B.
a lot of K-Rules decide to suck back up their cannonball when it's launched back at them, which
yeah.
usually just wastes a lot of their time. So good on the K-Rule for either jumping or shielding that.
It does happen, but like in the end, when I play against a K-Rool and I see them do that, wow, that F smash was crazy.
Yeah, interesting neutral get up from the K-Rule.
Yeah. Well, whenever Cannibal gets in on me, I just reflector it twice, and so then they just can't do anything on it because there's so end life on the side. So then that's why I just kind of it gets easy.
It gets-
But we're looking at
Ooh, good back air. He tried to get the suck. Didn't work out for him, but Jorge now at disadvantage, but percentage advantage. Now against
Wow,
good jump off the
that
side.
was an interesting up air choice, but it got him off the edge, so it was a good one.
Yeah.
This
I
K. Rool
always-
kind of just mashes buttons. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I always love to see a Falco use his wall jump to the biggest of his capabilities because it's such a nice move to have when you're such a not floaty, but high jumping character. Does get the
Wow.
back air kill though.
Yeah, it's, like I said, the Hollow Bastion is a lot smaller as a stage, and it's just going to lead for K. Rool to get some free combos. Relatively, K. Rool being at 140 is quite the same as Falco being at 70 because any of the moves kill on both characters.
True.
And Jorge's just going to try and fish out this kill if he can. He might go for the down air.
Back
oh,
air.
yep, see, like, that's what I told you.
Ooh.
He's going to do that.
Saucy. Gotta respect it.
Went for it. Okay, gonna get the grab, the
Yeah.
up air, and gets an active pop combo. If K. Rool goes for an air dodge, Jorge is not going to go for it again.
He
This is just one
keeps
kill.
he keeps going for the neutral get up, which he's gotten punished for that a lot.
He has.
So I'm not
I
really
don't know.
sure.
I think he knows that if you jump against Falco and they just like start mashing down air, you just die.
Good reflect. But
Ooh, the parry
Super
actually
Armor
left it
saves
off.
him. Then he
Oh,
gets caught.
The
yeah.
parry actually led that into combo, and the K. Rool is just gonna go for random back air. Jorge gets a the F smash. And yep, try to do the up thing again. Does not have his crown right now. Jorge did miss the mash.
See, that's something we neglected to mention.
Oh,
His
yeah, I
up
forgot
throw.
you could do that.
Yeah, his up throw
Maybe
on
that's also why I
platform.
picked it. Oh, Jorge's gonna go for the down air again. Ah, unfortunately doesn't miss it.
Yeah. I'm
It's
surprised he
second
hasn't
shield.
gone for like a back air to get like a tech check,
Yeah.
just to see if he'll even try. But he's been getting his crown off stage a lot. He's been missing a lot of opportunities that would be useful to use crown, just because he's losing it so often. Gets it back here.
The dash attack is going to kill. That dash attack does kill pretty early.
It does, but a bit of poor DI there at the same time. But
Yeah.
K. Rool is still at a very high percentage. Even being a heavy on a small map like this, he can get killed real
Oh,
fast.
wow. Went for that back air. Would have killed if he hit it, but it's Jorge.
Ooh,
The cannonball does make contact.
going for
Jorge
the
chooses
suck.
not to go
Ooh,
for the
down smash. Not a move you see often, but always nice to
It really
see.
isn't unless you're taunting someone.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk about that, but fair point. Gets the cannonball off. Jorge retakes center stage.
Oh, and the K. Rool's going to get his crown back with the dash attack. Interesting approach on that cannonball, actually. Oh, and he's going to get his upper combos.
Ooh.
Drag down there into the up tilt.
Huge combo from
Up
Jorge.
air, up air, up air. Oh,
Ooh.
I don't think that would have too
I-
him because of that miss. They all went off stage for a little bit. but
Playing a
did
little
get
bit of the
back.
mind game, saying, I can go off stage. I'm not afraid of your up B. Ooh,
This
gets
K.
sent
Rool
off stage
shield is getting
himself.
super small. Jorge just going to play neutral game. Oh, okay, good thing he shielded that. If he did not, he would have died.
Yeah,
Easily.
straight up. But seeing a lot of good shields from Jorge this game.
Oh yeah, it's Jorge.
K. Rool's got his shield all the way back
Going
up,
back
so
into that was
no
almost
shield
bad.
break, which it's Falco. What do you expect?
Yeah.
But Jorge deciding to retake center stage instead of trying to go for any cheeky kill opportunity.
Gotta get that drag down fair, trying to lead into his other combos, but the K. Rool is just going to play back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Both characters are relatively dead next hit.
Ooh.
Jorge's going to be hit by that side B.
Ooh.
Gonna
Surprise
try and
K.
go
Rool.
for his downer backer. Ah,
Up
the
tilt
tilt
ends
is
the
going to
game.
take it. Unfortunate.
Yeah. But so we have both players even right now. So K. Rool, I wouldn't say he was downloading the last game, but I think he's adjusting very fast to Jorge.
He is quickly
But
adjusting.
Jorge, you can also tell, is adjusting to his, like they're having like a battle of adjustment right now,
Oh,
to
yeah,
where
totally.
one's trying to get the edge over the other.
It's not where one player is absolutely better than the other. Obviously, I'm going to say Jorge is better because he's goated. But
And I mean-
it is going to be who can snuff out the option, who can get the read, who can see who's messing up. That's what it's going to come down to. And unfortunately, it was just that one time
Yeah.
Jorge got read by the up tilt.
Yeah, and the pressure from K. Rool has been impressive.
It really has. I've actually really liked it.
Yeah, but Jorge has been clapping back with his own pressure. Never really a deficit between the two. There's never really a clear, this guy sucks, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
Not that
and-
we would ever say that because, that's disrespectful
This is
to the
rude.
players.
Yeah.
But I think, can we make projections? Are we allowed to do that? In my personal opinion, I think, without bias, I think Jorge's going to come on top on this set because
likely.
depending on the pick for next stage, well, I mean,
This pick for the next stage could actually lead a lot into it. Because this K. Rool does get 2 bans, and I think he also can ban Town and City due to the DSR.
yeah.
But, I don't know, if I was this K. Rool, I would easily be banning Battlefield right now. Because
Right,
Battlefield
yeah,
is, without a
immediately.
doubt, Falco's best stage.
Yeah, and that's he never gets any experience on it because why would
Yeah.
you ever let him play on it? But I'm predicting I'm predicting Jorge's gonna get like Smashville.
Smashville would also Smashville would have the same thing with Hollow Bastion where it was too small. Jorge was dying way too early than he should have. Like he died to a back air or back. Sorry, excuse me, a back throw at 80.
True.
And that is terrible. Really, whenever you're playing this K roll, you want to have like the biggest stage possible, which is why actually I really like that Town City pick, because Falco would die way less early, but he still had to play against it. He had to play against it a lot, and that's what kind of messed with it a little bit.
And it makes up for a lot of just like basically like a quick time event DI where you just can't react to it.
You kind of have to predict what the K roll is going to do, but sometimes you can't even try.
And
Unless obviously standing at the stage and it grabs you, then you know what you're going to do.
Yeah, and we are playing online, so it's infinitely harder to react.
Oh yeah, if this was offline, it would be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be a lot more cooler in person.
Yeah, because I mean, like, yeah, I don't know, someone wins, a fight breaks out on stage, you know, and
Yeah.
free entertainment along with your entertainment.
Someone
Absolutely
throws a
incredible.
crab, someone throws a chair.
Yep, beauty of Smash.
If it happened to H-Box, it can happen to everyone.
Exactly, even
I
in
mean-
small towns.
Last semester was the Oklahoma specific PlayVS thing. This is the central region.
Yeah.
But the Oklahoma one was actually, was it top 8 was in person? Is that
Top,
what it was?
yeah,
I
top
think it
8 was in person.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to actually see.
Very cool to see. I wish we'd give more of our fighting games that opportunity to play in person, because like
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, they have good servers. Don't get me wrong, but the in-person experience is just such a maybe not the most welcoming. I mean, if you're a woman, because they get treated terribly, but actually coming to a tournament and experiencing that almost aura around it is such an incredible feeling to be surrounded by your peers and being able to perform.
Yeah, and then you're not just like a bunch of nerds being singled out in this random building in a school like we are right now. You're all there to play video games. You're all there to play Smash.
Yeah.
The online tournament or the offline in-person tournaments do feel kind of weird sometimes. He's switching controllers.
Ooh, he may be bringing out the GameCube.
I think he
Big
is.
respect here. You know, one of my first consoles actually was a GameCube. So
Yeah, it looks like he's playing the GameCube controller.
yeah, so big ups to the GameCube. Luigi's Mansion, one of my all-time favorite games, and Melee. I mean, if it wasn't for Melee, we might not be sitting here casting at all.
Probably not.
It's such a huge, influential part of fighting game history.
Melee is like one of the biggest like fighting game. It was the fighting
Yeah,
game.
I mean,
feel-
it's only real competitors like Street Fighter Third Strike, because Third Strike Online even still has like player bases of like sometimes upwards of 20,000 on the right day, which is insane.
It's
I mean,
the online tournaments.
yeah, just online, and then in person like Evo and stuff like that. It's
that's-
absolutely incredible to watch.
Okay, but then Melee just loses in Evo.
Yeah,
Because
because
Evo was always Melee.
well, that was because of Brawl though,
That is true.
and Brawl. Oh, don't get me started. But,
We're gonna mute real quick. All right, someone just had to ask a little bit of question.
So-
Jorge's changing skins again.
now we're
Gosh.
in teal.
We are in teal, but do you know who plays the teal skin all the time?
Who?
The one pro player Tilde.
Tilde. This is true. And
That
Tilde
true.
is
Tilde is crazy.
what is he? Is he New York native?
He's, I think he's
Yeah.
New York native.
New York native, incredible player, and truly a legend in the field because he's just so genuinely charismatic while he's streaming. Like,
He
he's
really
very
is.
fun to watch.
He's an awesome player to watch streaming. He's also really cool. Can you put that one back out
Yeah.
again, please? Yeah, Tilde was one of my favorite streams. Oh, we are going back to Town and City. We're going to see the same thing happen again. My bet is that the casual player just banned not FD. He probably just banned Battlefield, and that's
Yeah.
what Jorge was like. Okay, I'm gonna ban it. Hey, it's working right now. He's going to get a.
Oh my goodness! You know,
Oh, and he went for the combo finish.
went for the side B for the kill would have been insane. K. Rool could have recovered, but it still would have been immense pressure on his head.
Yeah, it
And-
would have been a really like, oh, I have to react.
Which let's talk about the mind game of getting like trashed on at the start of the game, because just that combo right there could affect
Oh.
this teching. Very impressive, but that could impact the mental for this K. Rool for the rest of the game because he's already
Oh,
at such a
yeah.
huge disadvantage.
48 to 128. I would be. I'd
Feeling-
be a little worried
Yeah.
right now. Oh my gosh, I'm dead the next hit.
I mean, as someone with anger issues, ask anyone who's been to our tournaments. It weighs down on you,
It
and
totally does.
yeah,
And you just kind of get a little like, ah.
and especially in a 1-to-1 like this, it's a match of stamina when it gets down to these.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, because this is the decider of the set. This is what is going to decide. Oh, he's going
Well,
to get the grab.
it is a best of 5. This is not just straight up the decider.
Oh, I guess
But-
after this set, we will
Yeah.
we will describe the down
Yeah.
smash. We will describe how the
Easy
PlayVS
down
system
smash to get
actually
the
does
kill.
work. The down smash was very interesting.
I think-
that Carol just missed the
Yeah.
side.
And plus, down smash is so underutilized. You don't expect
oh, yeah.
it.
I honestly forget that Falco has a down smash.
I mean, yeah, it's weird how you could do that with a character, but just forget that they have a core part of their moveset.
The down smash is actually considered the worst move, or one of the worst moves, because it's just so unutilized that everyone just forgets about it.
But again, the
Wow,
big
that-
platforms
okay.
on Town and City, this could be devastating for Jorge if he gets at a high percentage at a corner.
I did not know that up throw would get him onto that top flat.
Yeah, because he goes all the way up. It's like
never really
Kirby's.
Think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Kirby would do that because Kirby's freaking stupid. Okay, roll. Wow. With the down throw. Oh, Jorge mashes out of it beautifully. Beautifully.
Playing a lot of neutral here. Jorge takes center stage, gets challenged for it.
Oh, tries to
Grab
push the
Barry,
shield. Oh,
kill.
Is going to get the up smash.
which an impressive thing about this matchup is we're seeing, not two opposites of the tier list. It's not bottom and top, but A tier versus D tier is absolutely insane.
Try to go for that spike. That K. Rool is getting very confident in what he's doing. Does have Falco on last stock.
But K. Rool is not a tough matchup for Falco.
It isn't. It is just combos and combos. But you have to find your combos, which is
Yeah.
why this character is a little hard to play against. Bowser is also a really tough matchup for Falco.
It can be,
'cause
yeah.
Bowsers can just play however they want.
They don't really have consequences. Doesn't tech that, unfortunate. But, ooh. Patience there
this
from
K.
Jorge.
Rool.
Very incredible.
This K. is just going for a kill option whenever he can. Jorge is going to maybe go for the
Well,
winner? Okay,
I mean, his out of nowhere kill opportunities have been what's sinking him all these kills.
Oh, and he's going with the down. This could be
Very-
it. This could be it. Yeah, the dash attack. Unfortunately,
Weird
it is
to
going-
go for the dash attack instead of the up tilt, but
It very much is.
it got the kill. So now we're closer to the end here. But Jorge may be down. He's never out though. I've seen this man come back from much worse.
The games are best of 5?
I believe so. No.
No, it looks like they're sending in. Yeah, they have to send in another person.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So, the way PlayVS works is very interesting.
This is true.
So the way it works is it is a 3-man crew. So you have 3 people. We have Landon Parker, or Landon Crowley, Jorge Martinez, and Kennedy Santos Santana. And what they do is they have to play a best of 3 set, like we just saw here. Right now, Piedmont is in the lead
Yep.
with 1 point. I can't figure out what to put the point system.
Yeah, we are in a.
A little bit of technical difficulties right here. We'll get that fixed real quick. Sorry about those noises. There's some current here trying to work on his car.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, that was just an air compressor that started. We are in a wood tech shop right now
So,
in this big building.
Easy.
Yeah.
And thankfully, the person that's working on this car is going to go move it.
Yeah.
So you obviously can't hear the transmission or whatever's going on right now.
Yeah. But
But,
real quick, we again have to shout out our sponsor, TCEC.
Yes, thank you for this mic. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
If I just tap it, it mutes it.
Like, then
Like
you
I
couldn't
just
hear
did.
me scream right there. It was incredible.
I just really, I don't even know. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. But anyways, upcoming player. I've known this man for a very long time, so I'll keep my bias to a minimum, but Kennedy Santos Santana, a Little Mac main, and one of the best in our bracket.
Really, really a good friend. I've known him since we were in 3rd grade.
I've
We're
known him since
juniors in
6th.
high school.
Yeah, I've known him
Yes.
since 6th, so going up
Wow,
against
alright.
Isabel, this is going to be a tough matchup.
But this is the character that he actually did say he wanted to play against.
Mm-hmm. True.
Is that the place for this one? Yeah, it is.
But that fishing rod, though, against
Yes,
Little
that
Mac.
fishing rod is going to suck. But Little Mac. So Little Mac is widely considered the worst character in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes,
Now,
because playing as Little Mac is such an interesting thing to do. I've had to play against him so many times just because we're friends, and it's just like always something different. It's always something weird. It's not the same as this game, but actually like you feel like it should be played.
yeah. And the
And he
early
has
kill
no
there.
recovery.
Yeah. Interesting thing here, our player actually playing Little Mac picked him because he plays similar to Brawlhalla characters, was the
Yes.
comparison that he made.
That is the comparison that we made because me and him actually played in a bunch of online tournaments when we played Brawlhalla
Yeah.
a lot.
And very interesting comparison, and I can see the similarities.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's quick movement.
But it's not as jump heavy as Brawlhalla, I feel like. Or like the
Yeah.
aerial side of Brawlhalla isn't shown in Little Mac because Little Mac's aerials, for those watching at home who don't know, suck. I mean, there's not much you can do with them. Nair has some very niche usage, and down air spikes at 300%, but, and that's against the lightest character in the game.
Yeah,
But
Little Mac is such an interesting.
the big thing about Little Mac, though, is his huge, huge ground moves.
That is true, and they are super quick, super armor and invincibility
Yeah.
on some of them. Oh, and now we have what is called the KO punch.
Yep,
Which,
the win condition for Little
yes,
Mac.
Little
Kill
Mac's
with
win
the up
condition.
B. This is the incredible part of Battlefield for Little Mac. You wouldn't think that Little Mac would need a ladder, but
You wouldn't,
he
but
would.
he kind of does. He really
Yeah.
likes it at least.
Yeah.
But so, for those who don't know, unfortunately, he did lose KO punch. KO punch is one of the things that Little Mac gets after getting hit for so long, or hit so many times, and actually hitting something so many times. Pretty much, on
It's what's-
Isabel, it kills it 20.
Yeah. It's what's known as a comeback mechanic in this game.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Now, some may say it's a little unfair, but when you're playing Little Mac,
If you get
can't.
hit by it, it's your fault.
Yeah, essentially, because it's a huge move and a big mistake to make.
Now I'm still gonna whine about it every time I get hit by one, but still,
Yeah.
you know.
So, coming back to our gameplay here, Isabel's a trapper character. She sets up shop in a specific part of the map and really just makes you play at her speed.
No, yeah.
And-
And Kennedy playing Little Mac being a character that you
Ooh,
literally
gets the
have
kill
to
with,
hit
I think that was back air and landed.
I couldn't tell which one that is.
I couldn't either, but it could have been down air. But these characters are almost like polar opposites. We have a rushdown and we have a trapper. And Isabel has so much recovery and it's very easy to get back. And Little Mac, well, you have to
Has-
literally learn tech to recover.
One of the crappiest. It is the worst kick recovery in the game, right?
I believe so. There
would-
could be some debate about that because, well, Ganondorf.
The Ganondorf goes up and at an angle.
True.
Little Mac has to be right under to get anything, and the drift is terrible.
True.
Okay, well, let's get back to this. But Kennedy does have KO punch right on his comeback mechanic.
And remember, it kills at 20 against Isabel, so he really doesn't have. He has to do like 2 moves.
Right,
Oh,
If
lost.
that hit,
yeah.
he would have won the game.
Isabel missed her forward smash there too, so we have 2 little falters from each side. They're figuring each other out, downloading each other's general game plan. But we see Isabel playing very much off the ground, which against Little Mac you have
Yeah,
to do.
and you have to. Isabel's platform camping, like you have to do against Little Mac. I was actually talking to Kennedy earlier, a couple of days ago. I'm coming back from another school trip, and he actually said that he wanted to play against Isabel, which I don't know why he wants to torture himself like he is right now, but it's looking like it's not terrible.
Really, it's very even from what I'm seeing. I mean, Isabel did get that quick kill, but Kennedy recovered very fast from that. That's one of Little Mac's biggest advantages is he can kill you faster than probably any character in the game.
Yeah, usually other than like I don't know, Steve.
I mean, yeah, but still, again, if you just gave Little Mac a recovery, probably an S tier character almost.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. But a cool thing about Little Mac here is you see Kennedy using down smash a lot at ledge. When it hits those balloons, it delays it a while, which can let him get an easy edge guard.
And it also extends. So hitting a projectile in this game actually extends the hitbox of it because you're hitting something. And so if he does wait it out a little bit and actually hits his balloons, then the hitbox is going to be elongated and it's going to be easier to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just playing right here.
Playing
It's
ledge.
Isabel doing
Kennedy
the
has sit and stage. Goes for a big side B. Very. Ooh, does it?
And the Isabel SDs? I didn't know that could
What?
happen.
Okay, I
Kennedy heading
completely
into the first match 1-0
Against-
after looking like it was going to be a loss. I'm not going to lie. I thought it could have been a loss, but near the end it was a little bit of a scrapping thing, and then the Isabel SDs.
I mean, that.
It's
Hey,
impressive.
even if it's luck, take it.
Yeah.
But very good on Kennedy's part because he survived very well. Even after
did.
getting punished for that wild haymaker, thrown off
yeah.
stage, he just weaves through and gets right back to stage.
If
That's
that Isabel threw a projectile that is recovered, he would have been dead.
true.
He just
But he
would've
weaved
been
past
dead.
all of them.
Yeah.
All the slingshots. And that's the cool thing about Kennedy. Not to glaze too much here, but he's very slippery when it comes to playing as Little Mac. You can't really catch him too often.
It's hard to catch him because, well, he's playing the worst character in the game, or second worst character in the game.
But one of the fastest.
Yes, one of the fastest, and you have to figure everything out against the character.
And, you know, I will say, a lot of people don't feel like Little Mac is too accurate to his game, but gameplay-wise, like,
Kennedy is.
yeah, Kennedy is just a walking Little Mac. He actually watched Hajime no Ippo to learn more about boxing just for this. So,
I do remember that. Yes, he did learn a little bit of boxing, so he said he could be a little bit more like Little Mac.
yeah.
It
So
was
like,
pretty funny.
while you're playing against a guy who is essentially a part of his character in himself, like, the only thing that would make him more connected to Little Mac would be playing with two Joy-Cons and punching to attack.
Like another Little Mac player we know,
Yeah.
or we've heard of.
We've heard of the
We don't
legend.
know. What's his name?
I can't remember, but trust me, Kennedy will tell us later. Trust me.
He also thinks this guy's lame because I look stupid when he does it.
I mean, kind of does, but you gotta
Yeah, he
appreciate the
definitely
bit. So we are going to what stage are we going to? Do we know yet?
Is it Battlefield again? Yeah.
It seems to be Battlefield again. I don't know if they've.
No, yeah, they did.
Okay, so yeah, Battlefield again. I mean, it's good for both of them because Isabel's ladder. I mean, she really doesn't even need to combo you up there. Just the one gyro, you get sent to the top, and it's an up air. Or well, that's what they're.
Oh, they are? They're called
Yeah.
gyros? Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
it's a interesting thing between Raba and them, but they are representations of the dead in Japan. They're little clay figures that would get buried with them directly from Animal Crossing. Again, another GameCube game.
Okay.
Adore the GameCube.
I actually have not played Animal Crossing before. Just never. I never was able to really buy it. Never thought about it.
I mean,
But it doesn't matter. I hate Isabel.
it's a homey experience. But
Yeah.
starting off, little quick pokes from Isabel, playing the platforms, not letting Kennedy get. Ooh, never
And
mind.
Kennedy throwing out literally every option just to see
Yeah.
what this Isabel probably does.
And-
I'm assuming that's what he's doing.
I mean, it works.
Hey, yeah, it's been working.
Easy parry, but not choosing not to drop the shield and losing a bit of thing. One thing about Little Mac is he can break your shield very easily.
Oh, yeah.
His downwards tilted forward smash, what a mouthful, will just eliminate it. But Isabel's setting up shop here. Ooh, I mean, getting caught by the rod still, but getting rid of the gyro.
Getting rid of the gyro, Isabel at 15%. Now, Kennedy does have KO punch right now.
Yeah. Waste it.
The thing that sucks about KO punch, that's why I'm missing play. The thing that really sucks about KO punch is if you get sent into tumble animation, you just lose it.
Yep.
But it's not time,
Yeah.
thankfully, because that would make it suck even more.
Yep.
Ah,
We have an unfortunate unable to recover from Kennedy, but this happened last game. So
it did happen last game.
down but never out.
Yeah. Little Mac SDs happen, unfortunately, kind of frequently.
Getting a pretty decent combo at the start here from Isabel. The
and
hammer.
Those jabs. Oh,
Well timed hammer. Some people like to just mash it, but that'll launch them further. These you have to play it like a rhythm game. Dot dot dot
oh
dot
really?
dot.
No,
Yeah,
that's lame. I'm kidding. It's kind of cool.
it is cool. It's an interesting little
Try to get
piece.
the up tilt, up tilt, up tilt.
Surprisingly, actually, Isabel is just very low on the tier list compared to Little Mac, if I remember right. Close to D
Yeah,
tier.
I'm pretty sure he's also in the same tier, just because the scrapping mechanic doesn't necessarily work out as much.
Mm-hmm.
But this Isabel is one to platform camp Kennedy out, which is how you play against a Little Mac.
Yep.
Oh, that side B choice is interesting.
But it
He's
works in
going
his
to
favor a
try-
lot.
Going to try and get this KO punch, maybe?
I think he's going to try and get. Oh,
Oh,
never
yes,
mind.
he does get the
Easy
KO
KO punch. Sometimes you'll see a Little Mac save it just so
Yeah.
they can get a quick, easy stock next stock. But
Get the
not a bad thing either way. But even stock wise, percentage wise, we're looking at a deficit. But Isabel is playing very safe.
Kennedy actually trying to.
Ooh, that's a kill. Yep.
Wow.
But like I said,
that's crazy.
that's the trapper gameplay.
That is the trapper gameplay.
It just works Not much other way to put it. It's like playing chess against a guy who's playing chess, but he's throwing the pieces at you.
And also playing checkers.
I wouldn't say playing
Playing
checkers.
checkers by playing chess.
Exactly. He flattens the pieces before he puts.
Flattens pieces.
That's how strong Little Mac is.
He just
Canonically.
throws that at you and says checkmate.
All right, we have Isabel in disadvantage here.
Isabel's an advantage, but Isabel being a light character can die pretty easily to Little Mac's things, but the Little Mac has to get the hit, which is what's going to be really hard.
Because Isabel is small but light.
Oh yeah.
Kennedy going for a lot of ledge trapping options, using his down tilt to his advantage a lot.
That
Very
counter
good
was
two-frame
very
move.
interesting. Kennedy does have KO punch right now. He's probably going to try and save it so he can get a quick kill, or he's on the next stock, or he's going to just waste
There we
it
go.
right now, or use it.
Isabel is not sure what to do, kind of panicking at a higher percentage here. This is what gets Little Mac his kills though, because once you start to panic against him, he just takes advantage of you.
Oh yeah. And it's almost like every time you play against a Little Mac online or in person, and they get the KO punch, they're
Yep.
going to start walking around. Wow, building up some huge damage right here. Isabel just throwing out that whatever she shouldn't ever slingshot because they're fair. Throwing stuff like that. Oh.
Kennedy does get caught, but he does get some worth out of it. So reset, gets
Wow,
the kill.
The F tilt?
F tilt, the sliding F
Was
tilt.
it? Was it
Yeah,
F tilt? Oh,
yeah.
it was. Okay, yeah.
Very interesting piece of tech from Kennedy, widely used in the Little Mac community because it extends it so much. Has KO punch.
Hits the projectile. Yeah, and the up air is going to
Yeah,
take it.
gets red and dies a bit, not early, but dies at the start.
Yeah.
But what we see in here is Isabel has adapted to Little Mac on Battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
But
Battlefield.
essentially, I'm thinking Isabel will ban,
Is a ban.
and Kennedy will probably pick a different stage. Isabel is not going to let him get FD because that ruins her game plan too.
Oh, yeah.
So she's going to ban around to try and keep Battlefield on there and just hope he thinks it's his best opportunity.
Kennedy's also probably trying to avoid Battlefield or avoid something like this. Most of Kennedy's playstyle can actually be accredited to the other Little Mac that's making headlines everywhere named Popping. Because we went to a local tournament at in a town about 40 minutes from where we live, and it was actually really surprising because I think he was ranked 2.5 in Kansas at the time.
Yes, he was.
Also, a Little Mac / Dr. Mario player, but more known as Little Mac. I actually just played against him, and I remember I was walking to him to see the match happen, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat this guy. It's gonna be so easy. He doesn't look like he's all that." And then he comes back and said, "I got 3-0'd,
Yeah.
really bad."
Which is Kennedy doesn't normally just get trashed like that, so it was a shock to see.
It
And
was
like
very surprising.
it put the man on the map immediately.
He played one game with Little Mac, and I think he played Dr. Mario for the next two, which was kind of interesting. And he actually beat our best player in Diamond right now, Landon, with Little Mac in the last game. And it was very surprising.
Very
cool to
incredible.
see.
But even though Kennedy got beat, it motivated him so much.
It really did. He got beat, and I actually got to talk to him a little bit more and learn about some playstyle things. Because normally Kennedy used just to go and attack, kind of stay back. But now we saw on Battlefield how he was kind of just playing for the platform, wave landing, just trying to camp it out, see what he does, and attack for it. And he calls it pop and neutral because that's the name of the name of the pro. Which yes, I'm pretty sure I would consider him a pro now.
Yeah, very
Because
much
he's on
so.
his own team.
But-
Actually he took a set off with Big
Going
D
back
with
in,
the Ices.
what stage are we on?
We're on Hollow Bastion,
Hollow Bastion?
which is a big change for both characters. As we saw in the game when Jorge played against K. Rool, we actually saw that the K. Rool was able to kill quicker on Hollow Bastion.
And it's going to be a lot harder to, like, platform camp for Isabel.
Oh yeah, it's going to be harder for the platform camp, but it's also going to be better for Kennedy because he can kill so early.
True.
And this Isabel's
Yeah.
well,
And
Isabel's
Isabel
really
doesn't.
light.
Yeah, Isabel doesn't have the biggest kill potential, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is
that's
just
why
a-
she's so low on the tier list because she needs gyro to get that up air kill a lot of times.
This gyro just needs to get some cheese maybe too, but Kennedy really going off stage, not able to get it for it. That fishing rod we haven't seen a lot.
Oh,
Wow.
misses the forward smash. I don't know how that missed. That
forward,
did
yeah.
look like it connected,
would've
but
been a
gets
crazy
grabbed,
beat.
goes for the up air.
Kennedy
Look-
just jumping around.
But interesting thing about not Little Mac.
Side B from across the stage.
But Isabel's up air and down air are actually RNG based. They're
Really?
different amounts of turnups, and the different amounts of turnups will increase the damage and knockback. So technically, you can get lucky against an Isabel and just not die. Now, this doesn't really work for Kennedy because, well, a down air from Isabel in general, dead. But for up air, it may save his life.
I,
Got the early stock, still has KO punch.
I did not know that because I just hate Isabel and just know kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
But
thing.
loses
Losing
KO punch.
here. He did get the kill on the first. He did get the first stock.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I did not know the turnips are RNG based
yeah,
at all.
misses the gyro. Getting just zoned out by the slingshot here. Slingshot up, looking to go. Oh, Isabel lets him land because, well, with that neutral bead, there is armor at the start of it, so it's a very good landing opportunity.
Yeah.
Gets grabbed.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow. And
tech
the
check.
Isabel cheese that we were talking
Yeah.
about earlier.
And it works.
Unfortunate to see.
But
Once again, hate it when it happens to you.
But love to hate it when it happens to your team, but love to see it in a game anyways.
Yeah.
Because hey, a win's a win. One
let
of,
it happen.
yeah, one of my favorite philosophers. I mean, say Miyamoto Musashi. You really have to just use whatever advantage you can get. Throw dirt in the eye. It doesn't matter. You're here to win.
Exactly. And that's what we're having to do. Because this is the championship. This is
Yeah.
the final, the grand finals of the tournament.
All bets are off. If you got to play what
You
might be a
gotta play.
little cheesy, you might as well. Kennedy, you know what he's going for.
We all know he's going to go for the
Bang!
kill punch, and
Ooh.
he misses it.
And, I
Wow,
mean,
was that the
good
Isabel?
time dodge from the Isabel. Probably expected it just like we did, but I thought it was going to come up. But, ooh, Kennedy getting set real far off stage.
Wow.
You'll notice when Kennedy recovers, he does down air. This is called a momentum shift, and that's what actually the tech I was talking about that actually lets him recover so much easier. Without that, he probably would have lost 3 stocks by now.
Oh, and Kennedy's going to get that
Neck
down tilt
and
two
neck.
frame, and he's going to get the side or the up tilt kill. It's really cool.
Mm.
Going to see just how it plays out. This is the last stock of the set too.
Mm.
Whoever wins gets an advantage for the team. Whoever loses has to send out the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny getting
Bam.
the dash attack first.
He's been getting zoned out, but ooh, sent off stage. This could be bad.
Going for the high
Grab,
recovery with the side B. It's an interesting choice.
Yep.
Oh, gets the side B again.
gets a haymaker canceling out. Ooh,
Tries to go for the KO punch. Read
misses
on the
it,
drift.
but it's not over yet. We're still in the
It's not over
game.
yet. Oh,
Gets a
he's going to
good
get
ledge trap.
First out of the F tilt, somehow got out of it. Oh, tried to go for an F
Ooh,
trade.
catches
Trying
the
to get
grab.
That F tilt kill because it's going to do one of the most, I don't know, consistent things for him.
Yeah. And on Isabel, it'll kill like that. Isabel has set up. She's blocking out.
Try
Throws.
to get the super armor.
This is where it gets awkward for Kennedy because that fishing rod. And that's a stock.
That is unfortunately
Yep.
it. Piedmont leading up 2-0
Mm-hmm.
against Gaiman. Now, this is one of the probably worst feelings in the game right now. I would feel if you're in a tournament like this, it is really tough. Now, we are going to be sitting in our Rob player, Landon Crowley,
Yeah.
who did win state
Yeah.
in the OKSE tournament, the
And-
5v6 league.
An undisputed GOAT here.
And
I
yeah,
mean,
easily, without a doubt.
Yeah.
He is the awesome.
Yeah.
Applesauce.
and I mean, not to glaze or anything like that, but Gaiman pride here. There's a lot of other Robs in.
There is. In our elite.
Probably one of the most common characters just because he's so good and the tech for him, while not easy, has so much application. And you're going to see a lot of it during this gameplay because Landon is a tech beast.
He's a tech beast. He is an everything
Yeah.
beast.
A lot of people like to diss him. And I don't understand why, because I don't care if you think the tech is nerdy. I don't care if you think it's just, I don't know, cheap crap to win you a game. It works. As I said, whether it's dirt in the eye, whether you're just smacking someone over the head to disorient them, if it works, it works. And you can't be hating if you're getting beat.
That is true. I guess one more thing is if we can just try and explain how PlayVS works a little bit more. But it is a crew best of 5, and so whoever wins the set gets a point for their team. Currently, Piedmont is up 2-0, and if this next person against Landon does win, that is going to be the championship game grand finals. Hopefully, we do see something happen that because well, the Falco player that Landon's going to play against right now actually did beat him in the set.
This is true, but Landon still has the huge advantage of playing against a cracked Falco player. I
Yeah.
mean, daily.
He has very good experience against Poirier. The experience isn't up there with me, but still, I like to.
Yeah.
It's a little bit also. But yeah, we are going to see how this plays out.
Starting off with laser, we have just
We
this
don't need
neutral
neutral.
may be a little boring for a second, but Landon
It's going
gets
to lead into something.
it's going to lead into something. You just have to wait out the boring bits. But as you can see, kind of neck and neck here. One thing I will say is you may see a 10% was a 10% difference between these Robs, these players. But Rob is a super heavy. gets the laser that reflect there.
Mm-hmm.
But even just a 10% deficit is
Try to go for the side B.
Yeah.
Would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Now, Rob
Is-
having one of the best recoveries in the game
Yeah.
is going to get
Easy
the down
kill.
back on the Falco.
But-
Because, like I said earlier, the up B is going to leave you in a super disadvantage.
Yeah.
And now the Falco is going to be really trying to get back and everything, going to get some up air combos. Landon knows this matchup fairly well. He knows how to play against Falcos all over.
and he knows how to force you into a certain recovery.
Oh, yeah, he totally does.
Yeah. So
since,
if he's gonna make him recover low or high, he gets a free kill usually.
Wow.
Ooh.
Landon's going to try and get the nair, and the Falco's going to get the up B and some
So,
reason dash dancing.
Yeah, neck and neck. I've always found dash dancing a little weird to do after a kill, but hey, keeps your fingers warm. Can't hate on it too much.
Yeah, I would do it sometimes as like a little bit of an energy, like, oh, I need to
Yeah.
do something with my hands.
Yeah.
But he's done it consistently to everyone he's played, so it's looking a little like BM, like bad manners, but it's whatever.
It's whatever.
Their coach isn't going to tell them anything.
Has consistently blocked the gyro every time. Even though it gets shielded, it goes right back to him. But that means gyro has barely been on the playing field here.
And gyro is one of the big things of Rob. That's if Rob without gyro is going to be a really hard game,
Yeah.
and you just
But-
have to figure out how to get it.
But Landon will figure out how to get it out.
Oh,
Just like there.
that.
It may get grabbed, it's back out, but just it being on the field is a huge advantage for Rob. It has a certain air about it that makes you panic a little around it because one bad move and you're caught in the gyro zone. Ruined.
And you get Rob 0 to death
Yep.
pretty easily.
Which
Falco
I'm
tried to
hoping
get
will
that
happen.
down air. Falco giving that down air didn't get anything off of it though.
Going
Just
for an
gonna
up
try and
tilt.
land.
That
Landon
up tilt
trying to go
can
for
shield
that.
poke, so we're going to be seeing a lot of up tilt during this gameplay.
Wow, that was an interesting gyro right there.
Yeah, very.
Get the nair to get off of him. Get some
Gets killed by
disadvantage.
down tilt, which very big kill
One
move.
of Falco's best moves.
Mhm.
Kills early, easy to throw out.
Yep. Goes for the
try to
up
go for
smash
that
there.
up smash.
Probably would have killed.
Gets
But
the back air to get him off stage. Shields
Good
that-
parry.
Oh, and that should.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The DI from the
But
Falco
he's
player.
still getting the pressure put on him.
Ah.
Misses
Trying
the
to get
side
that
B.
Side B, which would have killed easily.
Yeah.
And
Oh, somehow makes it back.
yeah, Landon's just trying to feel him out, see what he's going to do.
Bam.
Does get that up smash finally. Since Falco approached with the fair on the shield.
Look at the movement on our Rob player here. We saw him even just wave dash up onto that platform. This man knows how to move, and he knows how to move fast. Just because he's big doesn't mean you got to count him out of the speed department.
Oh, yeah. Because it can be. Oh, and this Falco's going to get a combo on Rob. Rob actually, most Robs actually considering Falco to be a -1 matchup because Falco's combos are so good, especially on super heavy.
Very much so. But
Just wanna
it's
get- and, oh, and
ooh,
Landon's going to
getting
get
a
gyro
good
combos
combo.
in. Unfortunately, didn't get the kill confirm that he normally gets, which is a kill. Oh, he's going to get the side B. Falco's going to be in disadvantage.
Setting up for a back
and he's
air.
going to get the back air. and he's
Gets
gonna
the
kill him.
back air and wins.
Holy crap, that is amazing. Love to see this. Love to see this.
yes, as we have said, Landon,
Is the goat.
he is the GOAT, and
Landon
he
is the
will
GOAT.
come back even if you put a lot of pressure on. They are probably, I mean, I've seen them crack under pressure, but I've seen it dwindle and go down, and the pressure doesn't get to them as much as it used to.
Oh, no, without a doubt. I mean, you win state, and you don't really get enough pressure put on you. He's played against pros. He actually has a win on a pretty good sheet. I don't think any top 100 wins yet.
Yes.
As of right now. He actually did win an online tournament a couple days ago.
Yeah,
And it was really interesting to see that
I'm
happen.
very proud. I know this man is going to win a super major one day. I am very confident
If
in
he
that.
keeps to it,
Yeah,
if he keeps to it, it'll happen.
It'll happen.
And I will be on whatever Twitch stream talking crap to the other person playing and cheering on my friend from high school.
real. That high school reunion is going to go crazy.
It really is. All the trophies from
All the
everyone.
real.
The video esports
Yeah.
trophies.
You think the mini will still be there? If we win it next year?
Sorry for not getting
No, don't worry about it. I think the mini will be back. Don't worry.
it. It'll be back next year.
Unless they don't tell us how to schedule again.
Yeah, that is true. Or they have to pick it out of nowhere.
Yeah. But going into this, we're on PS2 again, it looks like.
Let me check the stage. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go back to PS2.
Most common map. 100%.
Yeah, easily,
Yeah,
without a doubt.
easily. Because if
Considered-
you ever just don't feel like doing rock, paper, scissors, PS2. Anyone will go for it. No one can complain about it unless you're a niche character.
Or if you're Falco.
Or-
I hate PS2 as Falco, but for some reason, hey, this one doesn't.
I mean,
It's very interesting.
because it's probably one of the most fair maps in the game, apart from that flat bottom.
Oh yeah, and something that does kind of suck against Falco is you die way early on the on the top part of the screen, which is why I don't like it as much. Because between PS2 and Small Battlefield, it's a 10% kill difference.
But he also kills earlier on the top part of the screen.
That is true. Which plays to his advantage.
Got the
Because
shield
we have to
poke
walk
there.
Down air into the up air. Wow, everything's going to be going for the Falco player. Landon's trying to get out of it. luckily does not die to that
Yeah.
downer because, well, it's Rob.
Yeah.
With one of the best recovers in the game.
He's a big old boy. I mean, he'll survive any hit you throw at him unless it's just too much for him at the 150%.
Yeah.
See, even there, 109 would have killed any medium weight character.
Wow.
That almost didn't kill Rob.
He
Still,
almost got that DI.
Yeah.
Landon is every time Landon plays against some pro streamer, it's always a compliment about the DI.
yeah.
Something must have happened there that went wrong.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not
And it
sure.
is online, so it can be.
That could easily be it, which it happens a lot. Wow. Jam is going to get the Falco is going to get the grab into the upper end of the downer. Landon recovering high, just see what happens.
Yep.
This Falco player definitely
yeah.
has done
Getting-
a little bit of studying.
Yeah, getting pressured very heavily here, but laser misses, doesn't get a reflect either on the Falcos, which would have been great for him.
I think he was trying to see if he was going to get a jump read. And Falco just saw the laser.
Gets the back air red,
Whoa.
leads to a stock.
Up air into back, yeah, as the Falco.
Now, don't count him out. We could be seeing a reverse 3-0 here.
It is definitely possible. This is Smash Bros.
Anything can happen.
Jeez. We are going to see just try and land and play neutral. Oh, it's going to get the back here, the drag down. Wow. It's crazy to see. Landon's just trying to get out of this, trying to see what happens. It's down tilt into a grab. This could be it. Not going to be the stock yet. Try to get that. Wow, that was it.
But there it is, the
finally our
DI.
DI. God, our DI, the Digo? I don't know. Is that the right word?
I don't know what the right word is, but whatever
Awesome.
whatever it is, he is it.
I
Gets
agree. Wow,
gets the gyro
I
kill,
look away from the
and
screen.
even at this 126, it's possible.
It totally is, especially against as Rob.
Yeah, because your comeback potential 1-0 to death. We do
Commentator's
unfortunately
curse.
commentator's curse. It unfortunately does happen.
It is going to go to 1-1 in this set. Landon knows the pressure is going to happen, so we're going to try and stay a little bit quiet.
Let's talk. That would make sense. But
Let's tone it down a little.
Okay.
Let's speak to the microphone.
yeah,
The TCI sponsored mic. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you, TCC.
TCI. I was like,
Yeah.
TCC
But-
is awesome.
But
Pressure,
let's talk about the mental of the pressure right now because
Oh, yeah.
we are Gaiman is at a huge disadvantage right now.
Diamond is gonna, well, the only way that we win this is Landon beats this person right now, and he's probably going to have to do it again. Because the way that PlayVS works is you can't send out the same person in a best of 5 base set more than twice. So every one of these people that we play against can only have one more game. So since this is Landon's first game, we play one, and since it's the Falcons' first game, they can play one, and then another one. So both of them can go to the next game. If Landon wins this one game here, it is only going to be a momentum carry. It is going to be if Landon can carry it into the next set. It is going to be if Jorge or Kennedy can clutch it up. This happened last year whenever we were in the state tournament, and we couldn't send out the same person.
Yeah. But
I mean, not last semester, like last year, or
yeah,
whatever.
though this is a huge boulder, we have 3 gargantuanly strong Sisyphuses to push it up that hill.
Oh yeah,
So,
easily.
While it may seem impossible, I really do think they can pull this out. No bias on that. That is my genuine opinion on this.
I totally believe. We're gonna go to Hollow Bastion.
Hollow Bash
Interesting,
Columns, my friend.
interesting pick. Yeah,
Column,
Hollow Bastion.
yeah.
Well, probably the reason Landon picked it is because if you look at it right now, it is the flattest stage
Yeah.
minus the platforms. This
Which-
Falco's gonna have to play it a little bit into it.
Which Landon nor Rob doesn't really need verticality. A
No,
flat
not at
stage
all.
is incredible for Rob because its 0 to deaths are all flat based.
But he does need the gyro, which this Falco player has done a really good job of keeping out of Landon's hands. But it doesn't matter because Rob's good.
Yeah.
Rob's really good. So we're just going to see what's going to happen. Falco's going to get the fair under the shield pressure and try and respond from there. Gets the fair.
Getting a good
dash
combo
fair.
here.
Wow.
Forward
Going to
tilt
get that
sends the gyro back. It's
The Falco
still on
predicted
stage, I
that
believe.
one.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's
But
out. Yeah. Oh no, is this on stage? Oh yeah, it was at the very back.
oh,
that
it
we
was
couldn't
so
see.
far back. Yeah.
Okay, now he can use the gyro again whenever he would please. He's gonna get that nair, which is so big sometimes. Holy. Try to go for that up smash. Would have killed.
Up throw. Again,
Going
up
to
air
get
may
the
be a
up
good
throw.
kill move, but Rob is big and heavy. It is impossible to kill him too early on.
And then our DI god. Oh, tried to go for that up smash. The Falco did shield it. Tried to Z-catch that. I know he did.
He's done it before, so not necessarily a bad move.
It is online. this is the big thing about these tournaments and things like that. Online tournaments are probably one of the harder places to go because offline is just so much better. Like the in-person, just
It's
feel
so
everything.
fluid.
And he's
He
gonna get that
catches
side
with the
beat
side
though.
B. He's been going for that very often,
Yeah,
and he's
he
finally got
him.
him. He's finally got him down.
Which is really good. Love to see.
Tries to
that.
go for the back air, misses.
And now Landon's just gonna play neutral. He's technically an advantage. Damn, I had to say something.
Yeah. But
gonna get that
they're
upset.
both even.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. So.
And Landon can change this as long as he gets a gyro.
Yep.
Or he gets some read.
And
It's
an
not gonna
understated
be-
part of Landon's game, he's insanely good with his shield. I mean, he'll get shield poked every now and then. It's Falco. Anyone
Yeah,
would.
it's part of the game.
Yeah, it's part of the game. But Landon uses his shield super duper effectively.
Oh yeah.
I mean, every time he lands, you'd see it pop out. It's an instant reaction. It's part of his just, what's it called? Muscle memory.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So it's very hard for Falco because, well, while he has a good grab and he can shield poke, if that shield's full, which...
Wow, Jem missing that combo by doing a wave land by grabbing this gyro. Interesting. Anyways, you were saying?
Yeah, but the shield puts a lot of pressure on the Falco because he can't get his up tilts because Falco's so big. Or not Falco, Rob's so big, the shield's bigger. Gets the kill here. Forward air. But at
That forward air is
65,
the kill.
he's honestly still within kill percentage with one good combo.
Oh yes, without a doubt. And Landon can do it. We've seen Landon be able to do it. Jam is going to get this starting.
Nair puts him in disadvantage. He left tilt out.
Going to get that grab down air.
Good down air.
Trying to go
Going
for
so
something
far
with that.
out. Oh,
Wow, and the
he
back
did
air.
get the back air. Unfortunate
And
clash there.
That is the grand final. That is the championship set. Unfortunately, Gaiman taking another second place in the PlayVS brackets. It's not looking that great right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, it's super unfortunate. to see
That is
happen.
super unfortunate, but we have really great players, and they put in
We
their
do have
souls
really
into
good
this.
players. Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we're setting off a senior to OSU. Maybe he's going to be on that esports team.
Oh, let's hope so.
I totally want to see
Yeah,
that happen.
I would love to see him on stream.
Yeah. Well, that is the tournament. Gaiman unfortunately taking second place in the Central Region OKSC PlayVS bracket. But yeah, this was Kate Drake commentating.
This was Jonas Brady commentating as well.
Um,
Before we end stream, yet again, TCEC,
Shout out. Oh, yeah.
thank you so much
These
for
are awesome.
supporting us.
Making
you know,
streaming possible
yeah.
for us, streaming our matches.
you know, small town, we don't get the most incredible amount of funding, but anything we
really
get,
don't.
we are so insanely thankful for.
We're also trying to see if tomorrow we're going to have our last playoffs or our last preseason before playoffs, and hopefully someone can stream that and commentate.
Yeah,
That would be a really cool thing to see
we'd
happen.
love it. I'd love to see it.
But yeah, this is, like I said, Jonas Brady and Kate Drake. I'm Jennifer, guys, signing off.
Thank you for
Have a
watching.
nice day.